Hey folks, and welcome to Drinking Alone with Friends, a podcast where three friends drink alone together. My name's Chris.
What up, it's Tud.
And I'm Obert.
Man, I will say, this podcast gets better looking every week. Every week we record, we just get more and more better looking. I can't believe it.
Yeah,
And-
you know, all that duck chasing I've been doing, been losing tons of lbs. Tons
There
of
you go.
lbs.
Yeah.
Never felt better about it.
And my diet of strictly leaving my food out on the porch to cool down has really helped.
Yeah, because I mean, I've seen the Instagram stories. You leave it out there, and then a bear eats it. So
Yeah.
that's
Only
kinda
if it's
how it
porridge.
goes. Everybody knows it's strictly canon. Obert only eats porridge
Yep.
in the summertime.
Yep.
It's porridge season.
It's like a mating habit. He's looking for a blonde-haired woman, and that's why he puts the porridge out. Maybe she'll come by and try it out.
Then when they do show up, he hits them pretty strong with the "this bed is just right," and it's just it's like, okay, calm down.
I mean, can you get a better line than that? That's perfect.
I thought mine was good, and I just didn't. You were 10 steps ahead on that one.
A little bit too strong. Obert,
Yeah.
we'll get someone out there, but I know you guys were supposed to be up in the mountains this week, so I'm very happy that you guys were able to phone in, satellite in.
Satellite phone. That's what we're doing. We got our Sky Mall. We bought the satellite phone. Here we are on the podcast.
I mean, I told Obert we're not going to need this huge satellite dish to lug up the hills, but he was like, you just don't know when you're going to need it.
That's why I got popcorn. Because he's just my pack-mule. So he's good. She, I should know this. It's over.
Shim.
Shim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man,
We just couldn't miss a week. We really couldn't.
Listen, the dedication. I'm just sitting here in my house all alone. My wife, she was supposed to fly home tonight, and as you both know, we were playing like phone Discord tag because she was supposed to fly home, and then there's a lot of thunderstorms, so then they canceled her flight. So she's flying into Greensboro, which is like an hour and a half away. So that's fun for me.
Well, it's better they cancel your flight before you leave the ground than while you're in the air, and it's like, well, this is what we're doing. You better hold on to something.
Yeah. Mayday.
Mayday.
Yeah.
We're landing in Tampa, Florida now.
Overshot by a couple hundred miles. No big deal.
Yep.
But it's all right. It's all right. But I'm glad to have you both on the podcast. Surprise to everybody. Everybody thought we were going to miss a week. So
I do have to say, we could not get the soundboard out here in the woods. I do have to say that. Soundboard couldn't make it.
The soundboard only works 40% of the time anyway. So
Sacrifices were made for popcorn.
we're good with it. Yeah. It was popcorn was already
It was too heavy.
was already weighed down by
it was over maximum capacity. The
It was
manual
either soundboard or
says
popcorn.
yeah.
Simple answer.
Yeah.
I mean, we did
Oh,
have
man.
like 20 pounds of beef jerky we brought with us. I guess we could have gotten rid of that, but
No, that was essential.
Priorities.
I need to
Priorities.
stop every mile or so, kilometer or so, whatever we're going by on mile trackers for the wild mountain ducks. They're very rare, but I did hear they like beef jerky, and I put my foot down on this one. I
They
still will.
like beef jerky?
They're rabid ducks, yes. They're mountain ducks.
Oh my goodness.
they're rabbit ducks?
Rabid. Did
A rabbit duck?
like the mountain conspiracy things about cannibals? That's also the ducks up there.
Oh, the ducks have
Oh,
eyes.
that makes a lot
Okay.
of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So welcome, new Tud and new Obert. If you couldn't tell, we are. Yeah, I don't know what happened to original Tud and original Obert, but let's just assume that they're not eaten by bears.
They were.
It's a good assumption, I think.
Their blood is not.
So let's put
porridge.
ourselves in that mindset.
Yes.
But how have you both been doing? I mean, I talk to Kiwi pretty regularly, but I haven't talked to new Obert in a while. How's everything been?
New Obert, things are good. I have a new job probably since the last time I talked to you, so that's different. Doing real boring work. I used to do slightly interesting work. Now I do not interesting work at all. So I'm growing up. That's a sign of growing up, I guess.
It only gets worse from here.
Yeah. So that's fun. And then me and my wife just bought a house in Texas. So we're moving in March. So that's another big deal over here. We decided to double down. We're like, you know what? California's cool and all, but we're never leaving Texas. So let's buy a house.
That's exciting.
Okay,
though.
nice.
That's exciting.
That is exciting.
It
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, so those are the big things going on over here in Noville. That's New Obertville for everyone listening.
One of the trending new spots. Nashville, forget about it. It's all about Noville now.
Noville.
Hashtag Noville.
Or
Bachelorette City.
Is it Noville? Noville or Novel, depending on where you are in the country.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
if we're self, we could say Noble, like the whole Louisville type of scenario. I learned how to pronounce that properly when I was there.
Statesville.
I'm proud.
That's
It always cracks me up too, because I'm so used from California. Everyone, this is just why is it every time I come on, it just is some version of different weather in different places segment. I was gonna say, so
that's basically what this podcast is.
In California, we pronounce things very differently than they do in Texas. So I have a very hard time. I'm like Lubbock, and they're like, it's Lubbock. Like, no. And then I'm like, Salina, and they're like, no, it's Salina. I can't. What are you doing over here? What are you doing?
It's the drawl.
Yeah, I don't have that southern drawl.
One day you'll get it.
Yeah, one day.
Give it a couple years.
Yes,
you'll get it.
Yeah.
How many things are called buggy down there? Let me ask that.
Buggy?
Yeah, buggy. Do they say buggy at all?
No, I haven't heard that one. But then again, I don't talk to people.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So when I moved to more so North Carolina than Tennessee, literally everything is called a buggy. Like everything. A shopping cart. We used things at work, my last place of employment, and there were 5 different things that were all called buggy. And I was like, which buggy? What do you mean? What buggy do you want me to bring?
That sounds very
And
confusing.
they were all different. They all serve different purposes. I have no idea. But apparently buggy. Maybe it's a Carolina thing. Who knows?
Yeah, no, when I think buggy, I think oh man, my internet service. That's my first thought is buggy or something. I do not think of a push cart or anything.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I think of swamps.
Swamps.
Buggy.
Buggy.
It's buggy.
Yeah. Cicadas.
Yeah.
It sounds very buggy out here. Yeah.
Those are only every 20 years, right? Something like that?
Oh, no. Around here, we get them every year. From July to beginning of September, we get them. I think it's every 20 years. They're extra loud. It's like Brood X. So they're X 90s. They're 90s kids. Extreme with just the X. They're super loud cicadas.
Oh, yeah, 20 years ago would have been in the 90s. So, I mean, that's on par. To be extreme loud.
Exactly.
And what about New Tud? Anything new with New Tud?
My side thing, my side name is KiwiKadota. I've been streaming.
Never heard of her.
She's not that popular. I should just out myself as that it's me, New Tud. That's my secret name, but
might take off.
It might take off better. But yeah, I've been streaming. I've been working. I've been selling the beer. It's things have been popping in the beer industry. It's been picking up. It's I know we talked about the lawyer stuff last time that finally got closed. We did a 2-month investigation with my brewery, which was crazy.
Wow.
And things are still coming out with the Instagrams, but it looks like something and actions were held and made and people are held responsible. So it looks like some things with some places are, following through with their words. So it's been cool to see in the industry. Unfortunately, more things keep popping up, but it's hot fact summer. So at least, we can go to the bars again.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, at least there's that, but I'm glad that some of the other stuff is, I don't know if it's not going to be over for a while. I think we talked about that, but
no,
at least there are some things coming from it. And we could talk about Blizzard Activision. If
I
we
was about to say,
my God,
Jordan, I don't know if you're sorry. Oh my gosh, I apologize.
Dare
you? You call me by my middle name. That's okay. NJ.
Okay.
New Jordan Obert.
New Jordan Obert.
I don't know if you're a gamer or not, but there is something that just came out, and for me, I found it not shocking that a male-dominated industry. Oh. Sorry, men, love you guys, but another male-dominated industry has come out about toxic sexual harassing workplace for women. and there was a whole thing about it's actually like very, very bad. I would implore anyone listening to look at the article, but Blizzard Activision basically summarize a female who was working there was getting harassed by bosses, sexually harassed by coworkers, nude explicit things of hers being like passed around at a Christmas party that people knew of, and she ended up trigger warning for anyone listening, but she ended up killing herself. And it's a very serious thing, and like the way it's been going in beer, I can only imagine a ton of things coming through from other people. And it's just a really sad thing to see, but like I'm just not shocked when it's a very male dominated industry that sometimes happens for women, and it's crazy. It's been like a lot of streamers are like, okay, like I'm not gonna stream World of Warcraft anymore. A lot of people don't want to do Warzone anymore. Absolutely mind-boggling to me that like it's finally come to something like that. You'd think you'd hear about it sooner.
Yeah, I mean it's sad. I can't say, like, unfortunately, I can't say I'm surprised, especially, I don't know, for some reason, Activision Blizzard, maybe it's because of Call of Duty, and I just give Call of Duty a bad rap as it is. Like, it's just like, I'm not surprised. Like, that was the company. But, a lot of streamers that I follow, including some that were, like, die-hard World of Warcraft streamers, they're like, nope, not anymore. I'm like, sorry, I'm not giving you any more money because, of what's going on, and that's a big thing for a streamer that is established in those niches. That's huge. So hopefully,
absolutely.
I mean, it's people I think that it's good too, because like the only way we really have any power to kind of tell people what our opinion is with our money as mostly consumers and users of stuff. It's funny too, like when one industry announces something like this, do we even find it shocking anymore that the next industry does? It seems like at first it was like, oh yeah, the movie industry, Hollywood, that was like the big one that kind of started all this, like probably like a decade or two ago, and it was like, oh, but that's just Hollywood. But then it started like beer industry, video game industry. It's like nothing is really protected, so it's like we shouldn't be shocked anymore. We should be actively looking at this point.
You would think, but no one's going to address it until it's their problem.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, no hate to any of the World of Warcraft players, but like, where were they during the whole, if you didn't hear about the whole Hong Kong thing, when Blizzard pretty much stood by like a whole, banned people for saying free Hong Kong, and people still kept playing, and then all of a sudden when all of a sudden it came a little bit more close to home in America, it's our problem now. Like it's no one's going to do anything until it's their problem, and it's sad. And I mean, no hate to anyone that continue to play, but it is what it is. It's super sad to see. So hopefully people just start looking in more, but one can only ask. For men too, not just females, by the way.
Yeah. Do your own research, everybody. We're not anything but a bunch of people drinking beers, but
all this talk of
trouble.
Social justice is making Chris thirsty.
It really is, man. Mouth is dry.
I gotta stop coming on the podcast. I swear to God, every time I come on, I like such a downer. You ask what's happening, and that's what's happening in my life.
No, listen. As predominantly a male podcast, we need the insight of new Tud when she comes on. So, no,
gotta check off that little diversity check mark every month or so.
There we go.
Qualifications.
I will say, yeah, come on now. I will say we've gotten some. I've had some people say that if we wanted to add Kiwi as a permanent guest, they would be 100% fine with that. So,
well, I don't know who Kiwi is, but if they want the new and improved Tud, it's more than welcome. We'd have to battle it out for the name, though.
No, I don't think there's much of a battle. I don't think.
We could do the Edward 40 hands that you guys are talking about.
Yes, I've never played that.
You really?
I've never played it.
Nope.
I haven't either. I don't know why I'm acting shocked.
Really? Me neither.
That's what we should have done tonight. If we had planned better, then we should have done Edward 40.
Yes.
I mean, I have 2 of these bottles here. I do have 2 of these. I have.
There you go. They're not. Those aren't 40s though. Those are 22s.
Yeah, I mean,
nice try.
But it's a craft beer. ABV's ABV's 6%, so I feel like that's fair.
I guess so. Mm-hmm. I don't know. What you're not going to do? You're not going to do Edward 40 hands with Natty Daddies?
I would. No one wants to play with me. I don't know. I would.
New Tud plays Edward 40 Hands alone.
All right, you
Trending
guys
video on
watch.
YouTube.
You guys watch me play Edward 40 Hands.
That's the whole podcast.
Oh boy. All right, so who is thirsty after all of this stuff besides me?
I mean,
All of us, right?
I think New
All of us.
Obert looks a little thirsty over there.
Oh man.
Most parched, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I am pretty parched. I have a beer here that is from a Texas brewery, and I thought, I've had it out for a while, and now it's got condensation everywhere because this place is a freaking swampland. It's so humid in Texas. I hate this. So my beer is crying.
I hate this. Let's buy a house.
Yeah, I hate this. I'm living here forever. It's from a brewery called 903 Brewers, and I think it's Sherman, Texas. You'd think they would have it on their can, but I don't really see it anywhere. But 903 Brewers, if you never heard of them, I'm a huge fan of them out here because they do a lot of very unique beers. If you've ever heard of the Pineapple Magic or Magic Dream, it was the one that's supposed to taste like the pineapple Dole Whip from Disneyland, and the can has the Disney castle on it. I don't know if you guys seen that around the beer Instagrams and stuff.
No,
well,
but
anyway,
it sounds delicious.
No.
Yeah,
It sounds magical.
it was a fruited tart sour with pineapple, and it had vanilla in it and everything, and lactose, so it really did taste like a pineapple smoothie. It was really delicious. But the one I have right now is called French Toast Stout, and it has a nice little picture of French toast on it, because just like menus I like my pictures on, I also like my beers to have pictures on them as well. And it is 7.5%, so it's not too crazy of a beer. You guys have had a lot higher. I thought about getting have you heard of Martin House out here? No, Martin House Brewing?
No.
Oh man, they're another one. They do the Flaming Hot Cheeto beer and stuff like that. They
Wait, hold on. Sorry, Flaming Hot Cheeto?
Yeah, so they made a beer with Flaming Hot Cheetos that was in the mash. They had a beer that I actually drank that was called the Pizza IPA, and it literally tasted like a pizza. Marinara sauce was carbonated. I was able to get through 3 sips of it before I couldn't do any more. But
sounds about what expected it should be.
yeah, I feel
Sounds so good.
It should come with a shirt that says "I survived the pizza beer" if you can finish it. But yeah, so Martin House has a beer that's a 22%. I think it was a blonde or a lager, and they made it a 22% or something ridiculous. It was just something absolutely ridiculous like that. And I tried to get my hands on that for tonight, but I also thought you guys want me to be able to formulate sentences afterwards. So I went with this one. So I'm going to pour this bad boy, and then I'm going to tell you what the nose taste is like, and then I'm going to tell you what the mouth smell is like. And is that how we do? Is that a good pour? I don't know. It looks like
That's definitely an Obert pour.
That's a nice one.
Got a little bit of a head on there, Chris.
Nice.
And
Nice. Approved.
So this French toast stout is supposed to have maple and I want to say vanilla in there too. A decadent-inspired breakfast classic French toast stout is loaded with maple and vanilla, then giving a finishing pinch of cinnamon and nutmeg spice. So it says it pairs with black coffee, bacon, and brunch with exclamation points. So I'm definitely not drinking this when I'm supposed to be, I guess. This brunch in China, right? The Olympics are having brunch right now, I think, or Japan.
Listen, when we're camping, every single time is brunch.
Yes.
It's always brunch.
Always
yes.
brunch.
It's always brunch when you're camping, I feel like, so you're good.
So it smells not super mapley, but let's see here. Ooh, it tastes very mapley, though. Oh, that's pretty good. You know how sometimes they have that, it's too sweet? This one isn't too sweet. It almost tastes like a barrel aged because it's got a little bit of that boozy, imperial taste to it, which is a nice undercut for all the vanilla and cinnamon and maple in it. So I'm a fan of that. I like beers when they taste a little bit boozier than sweet. So I'm a huge fan of that one. And it's the color that I like my beer. Very dark. I love stouts, love porters. So that's where I'm at with it.
Nice.
Do I get to guess things now? This is like a game show, right? We get to guess things on this podcast.
Obert, we do this every week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I should know this. Yeah. Sorry, camping
Put
brain.
it on the board. Oh, there's no board. Oh, damn. Okay.
Don't worry. I'll use my door.
just put it on the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why you brought a door out on the trail, but
Yeah.
you do you.
Yeah.
Whatever you got to do.
I love Titanic.
Yeah, there you Listen, my replica Titanic door has to come with me. No exceptions.
Yep. That's my one rule.
That's my one hiking rule.
Yep.
He's making me hang off the side, though. He won't share it.
Yeah.
No.
Some would say there's actually room on the door for both of us, but some would say there's not.
But New Obert is not one of those people.
No. It's all mine.
Okay, so say on a scale of 0 to 5, where 5 is best beer you've ever had, where would New Obert rate this beer?
Okay, so it's funny because you guys bring this up all the time on like the Untappd scale, how lenient you are. Like, I don't ever really rate anything under like a 2 or a 2.5. That's like my Bud Light is like at a 2 or a 2.5. So I feel like I would rate this one at a 4. I'm gonna rate it a 4 because that's pretty like standard good for me. Like that's a good beer. It's not like super great, but it's like I could drink this quite a bit. So I'm gonna hit right at 4.
Okay, all right, that's fair. Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I'm like 2.5 is about my Bud Light standard, and then Chelada's a 1. No, it's a 0.25. So okay, now out of 1,951 check-ins, what do you think the Untappd-a-verse thinks of it?
Okay, so
I think we decided ahead of time this one's worth like 20 points or something.
20 tallies.
We did say that. We said
I
1 point for us, but because we're camping. But if you get it, it's 20 points.
That's I think that makes sense because I wasn't invited on the camping trip.
That literally makes perfect sense to me.
I'm pretty sure Tud had to pay 4 of his tally marks to go on this camping trip, so he's down to 6 now.
Yes.
That is also true. Yeah, there was a heavy
devastated.
toll.
I was devastated about this, but I had to see the cannibal ducks.
Yeah,
and
right.
I was hoping I could sneak on the door while New Obert was sleeping, possibly. So yeah, I mean, it was worth the points.
The door cost 10, so sorry, you got to keep saving up.
Shit.
All right.
Well,
so you said 1,000 something. Check this in.
1951.
Okay, so almost 2,000 something, or 2,000. So here's the thing. This is a pretty standard beer for 903. Like, some of their stuff is pretty crazy and out there. So I'm going to say maybe the fans of 903 are going to rate this a tad bit lower but I also think that a French toast stout, just name alone, is going to get a little bit more hype than like a regular IPA. So I'm going to go with 4.03.
All right, very close, very close. 3.96.
Okay.
So
okay,
not bad.
And
Not
we
bad.
did
7
establish
off.
no Price is Right rules, so I'm good.
Right, yeah, unfortunately, no Price is Right rules. I've definitely tried to pull that one off a couple times. I would like to go back and see how it would affect the. I bet you Tud would have more. But anyways, but he's on a. He's not. He's
I'm
not
right
on
here.
a door
What-
somewhere.
I'm right here.
No, you're New Tud, right? I don't know.
Oh, well, I mean,
My-
I'm Tud.
My universes are mixing.
I'm confused.
I am confusion. But so not bad. 0.07.
Okay,
Oh, man,
I'll take it.
Yeah, no,
take it.
it's solid.
Mm-hmm. So do I get to pick who goes next drinking? What do we do here?
Let's-
I've only
yeah.
been doing
you can
100
sit here on it
episodes.
if you want.
I've only been doing 100 episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, you can sit there and
go
stare.
ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Choose who goes.
I'm gonna let Kiwi go,
You go.
because Chris is a champion of the people, so we want to save him for the end.
He is. I mean, let's be honest. We all know I'm gonna guess another 30 points, 0.3, 0.30 in between, and I'm
But
so
you
bad.
won. You won that time.
Yeah, but I'm not proud of it.
I mean, hey, put you on the board.
I did get on the board, and that's what matters. This week am drinking. I brought out a special one that I've been saving for a bit because I didn't know when I wanted to drink this beer. But it's beautiful. It's large. I get a lot of it. It is Grimm Brewery. They're from New York City. I don't know if you guys have had Grimm. I don't know their outreach. I adore Grimm. I love their sours. I love all of their sours. They might easily be one of my favorite sour people. I'm a little scared saying this because last time I talked so highly about a brewery, it was the worst thing I ever had in my life.
Cut the mic.
So I was like, "What are you doing? Need me to stop?" So yeah, so I'm excited to do this. This is their Purple Prose. It's a foeder fermented golden sour with black currants and raspberries. I still don't know what a black currant is. I've had it a couple times in beer. I've looked at it. It looks like really weird blueberries. I just like still don't understand what black currant is, but you know, it tastes good in beer, so I'm okay with this. Has anyone ever had it?
It's a darker purple currant, right?
It's a currant, I guess. I don't know.
Is that the thing? Is that the thing that I should be scared of in the ocean? The black currant?
Yeah, that's a thing, I think.
Is it? Okay.
Oh no, that's the Meg.
Oh.
No.
Or maybe it's just the currant. That's
the
what it
currant.
is.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Different currant.
Isn't it? It's like a plum, isn't it?
I thought it looked
I thought it tasted like a blackberry, right? Didn't it? Like it had that texture to it, or no? Maybe I've never had a currant either, a black currant.
I thought I looked them up and they looked like blueberries, but I might be very wrong here. I just don't think I've ever encountered one. I don't know where they're from. They're just always in beer for me. So.
Currants, write in. You see.
The currants, please write in. I'm gonna pour this out while we while you do that.
Oh, that's a nice.
Oh,
sound.
they are like blueberry-y. Yeah. Okay.
Blueberry.
Like
Are black currants illegal in the United States? Thank you, Tampa Bay Times.
The head did not last on this pour.
Oh my God! Poured out.
Where did this head
Drain
go?
pour. Drain pour.
What a tease. We'll see. I mean, it could be the current that's causing this. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is very acidic-y from the nose. A little vinegary. I mean, you know, like you're like smelling something. You're like, this smells like vinegar, but it's not. It's just the acid. I feel like it's the best way to describe it. It like turns off so many people when you say that, but
is that like
people usually know?
Is that a
Ooh,
1-tummer or a
vinegar.
2-tummer? How much acid we got going on there?
We're gonna have to find out.
The heavy duty ones. 1000s.
Going straight
Like
for Pepto-Bismol.
I can kind of pick up the raspberry a little bit from the aroma, but it's just very acidic right now. So let's do a little taste. I need a second. Something just exploded in my mouth. I don't know. It was like a shock, like absolute tart, like carbonation sends up. Like it was like crazy finish. Like my mouth is like watering at the end right now. I don't know how to explain these feelings from that sip. I really don't.
Is it zippy?
It's very zippy.
Okay.
You gotta get sours. You gotta get the pucker taste out first, where it's like you get your lips used to it and your mouth used to it, and it's like now I can taste again.
It literally just like shoots through your entire palate, and you just like need 2 seconds afterwards to like comprehend what you're tasting. It's a really, really great mouthfeel, like super tart off the beginning. You get a really nice, like smooth, cooling, like blackberry or like raspberry at the end. I don't know where I'm getting the currant from. I still don't know what the currant is. I'm sure it's in there. I really pick up the raspberry. Maybe it's like the nice aftertaste I get at the end. But it definitely like lingers through the palate for a while in like a couple different stages with a bunch of different flavors, and I'm heavily enjoying this. I'm glad I have a large bottle for it.
So it's a pretty looking beer too. Very nice color.
Is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I have a lot of stream lighting happening right now, so it's a little hard to tell the exact color. But I'd say it's like a it's like a reddish, little reddish pink, but definitely more on the red side. Yeah, I was a little bit not sure what to expect with the head, but this is delicious. Like my God.
So does Grimm do like exclusively sours, or is that just kind of what they're known for?
No, they do IPAs too. Like their IPAs are definitely sought after as well. I personally I just don't go for their IPAs. To me, like that's not what I'm gonna spend, because like Grimm's expensive, and I'm not gonna spend my money on an IPA. I can get thousands of good IPAs. I personally think their sours are the best. Their psychokinesis and telekinesis are easily some of my favorites. So I was like really, really excited for this one. It is. You can definitely like. It's so different how like when you just easily say like and I, as a beer seller I should know the difference, but I don't. A sour versus a golden sour ale, I don't know the difference myself. I think it's the way that they're fermented is what makes them different, but you can just like tell off the bat when you're having one. It's the carbonation is just so much better, and it's like what you're looking for. But yeah, I would give this easily a 4 or 5, 4.5.
Oh
wow, that's high.
I mean my Untappd.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah.
I don't think Untappd would do that high. I do think it will be, you know, with the brewery itself, the popularity and how well received their sours are. And like, this doesn't have anything crazy funky going on that I think Untappd would be like, huh? So Chris, how many people have tapped into it?
So there's been 7,829 check-ins.
Wow.
That's actually a lot more than I was expecting for this.
Yeah, very, very, very much minis.
That makes that's gonna be a decent average right there. I am gonna go with my gut on it, and I'm gonna give it a 3.87.
Oh, very close.
Oh man,
Very close.
I feel myself falling off the pedestal.
Yeah, unfortunately, newly on the board is new Tud 3.90.
Oh my god.
0.03 off.
Nice.
Very
This
like
is
they say, follow your heart, your intuition. That's very, very solid. Holy cow.
I have to give it to from what Obert's been saying on the past couple pods is he's like, I'm gonna stop guessing what Untappd thinks and I'm just gonna do what I think. And I did. I was like, I'll give it a little bit lower because like there's no way. And okay, I said 4.5, but like I was
gonna say this is what I think. 0.6 off.
Okay, I won't lie. I did have a couple beers on stream, and I definitely thought I said 4 for myself for a hot second. So I was like patting Obert on the back, like, yeah. And then I forgot I said 4 or 5. It is definitely to me a 4 or 5, but I thought I said 4 for myself.
Very nice.
It would have made sense if it would have made sense if that was the case. But obviously, I'm here making myself Tud look like a fool. But, you know, as 2-time champion of perfect score, you know, sometimes you can make little verbal mistakes as long as your Untappd is right. And that's what happened.
Yeah, but without me breaking those barriers,
well, good luck getting those 20 points now.
it would have never been done. Yeah, and actually I checked on my Untappd, and I've had exactly one Grim beer, and it was a double IPA. So I have not had their sours yet, but
you are missing out.
I'll, as the kids say, Bolo, be on the lookout for some Grim sours. Yeah, the double IPA was good. It was 4.25, which is good.
Did they make their way? Did they make their way over to your area, or like were you somewhere to check it out?
I was at a specialty like craft beer bar down here, and they had it. So I'm sure I'm not going to see it very much, but I'll keep my eyes out for them now because I do see some stuff from up north, but not a ton. I am going to Connecticut in September, so if I remember this conversation, which I won't, then that's when I'll get them.
Perfect.
You just set yourself a reminder on your phone for 3 months later.
I'm really looking forward to forgetting that. Oh, well, it's my turn, and I am thirsty. So this goes so much faster when you don't have to be like, "Hey, wait, hold on, 1 second," and then play a sound. But
I like
beer fridge.
beer. Da-na-na-na makes me feel mellow. Makes me feel mellow.
Do.
It's beer.
that was beautiful. I'm also going to put that on my soundboard for my stream.
I was just gonna keep them going. I was gonna list them off.
Yeah. Just keep throwing them to me. So this one was sent to me by my good friend KiwiKadota. I know we've talked about her on stream or on the podcast. This isn't a streaming service. This is a podcast.
She sounds cool.
But she all right. She aight. But she sent me this one, and I messaged her today, and I was like, oh man, I don't know what to drink on the podcast tonight. And she's like, even though I totally won't be there, I think you should have this one. And this is from Beltline Brewery, and this is called Double Brunch.
Oh man.
You know, I heard she sent you a beer that you won last podcast too with.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty epic. Pretty epic.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's, like I said, she aight. So there you go. That's the can. It's a sour ale, 7.1%. There's not a lot of information on it, so I don't know if it's just straight up just sour. I can tell you, women should not drink alcoholic beverages during pregnancy, according to the label.
Wow, I didn't
sounds
know.
like
But
Would you like me to read the Untappd description for you?
actually, yeah, that'd be cool. While I pour this thing.
It is a touch of higher ABV version of the Taste Like Brunch. So this is actually, they're double of it. Bursting with flavors of pink guava and pineapple. Enjoy this one responsibly. It goes down really easy. Cheers. Just make sure you're not pregnant before you drink this, Chris.
Listen, who knows? At this point, who knows?
With emotion?
I actually realized I have not checked myself into this, but I have had it before. Kiwi also sent me one, and I, for some reason, didn't check into it.
What? Oh,
Crazy.
my God. And Tud, you used to be so good at Untappd. What happened?
I was going camping, man. I don't know.
Oh,
Camping
yeah,
brain.
camping got you.
Yeah.
Camping
You
brain.
need to start your own. You need to start your own duck, like Unquacked or something like that, where you can just go through,
You'll just spit out my beer.
go through and just log all these ducks, kind of
Right.
like iNaturalist, but ducks only.
You just rate your duck encounters, like on a scale of
Only ducks.
Only
1 to
ducks.
vicious.
So here it is. It kind of like it's got like a nice deep orange, not quite light orange, dark orange. In my beautiful Yoda glass. The Yoda glass doesn't get a lot of love, but here it is. There he is. He's beautiful. The head is long lasting, but not very thick. So yeah, I'll take one or the other. So smell taste, I just get like a hint of pineapple. I don't get a ton of anything else. So let's see what the mouth smells like. It's really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Wow. Oh my God. This is amazing. This is like, it's got, Kiwi, you're not here, but new Tud, you are better at.
I mean, she sent me the
tasting
beer
beer
too. She
yeah,
sent me the beer too.
okay, so you've had it too. But it's not quite, it's for a sour ale. It's definitely not too sour, not too tart. I get a little bit on the front, but it sweetens up quite a bit in the middle.
It doesn't leave too much on your palate that like trashes it as a sour. Like it's gentle with you. It's very gentle.
Not too bad. But the pineapple and the pink guava like work really, really well together. And you're left with like almost no aftertaste, which is kind of weird. Like you'd almost expect it. Doesn't taste like 7.1%. I can definitely see how these can be dangerous, especially on a hot North Carolina day or night or whatever. Whenever it is, it's hot. It's just hot. I know. New Obert can attest to just being hot all the time.
Oh lordy, yeah.
Yeah, I was told Beltline is from Buffalo as well, and they are very well known for their sours. There, there's a hot spot for sours.
Oh man, they're really good. I had a sour, not to take away from this one, but I had a sour yesterday too. That was a banger from another friend. I just want a quick shout out, Jake Sesney on Twitch. He sent me this Blue Raz snow cone sour from Laverly Brewing Company. It's out
Please
of Pennsylvania.
tell me it tasted like a snow cone.
Yo, it was so good. It was so good. It was kind of, it reminded me a little bit like this. This is more tart than that one was, but I was like, you need to send me as much as you can. Like whatever you can send me. But getting back to this beer, sorry, small tangent. Getting back to this beer, yeah, no, it's super, super good. If you're maybe new to the sour game, or maybe you're trying to dip your toe in, even though it's 7.1%, you will not be like, it won't lead you astray. It's got a perfect, like, it's just really, really good. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's just solid. I think I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I think it's gonna give it a 4.5 too. So some like really big sours on this podcast right now.
I didn't get the memo, guys. I was too busy on my door, and this is what happens.
Oh, that's what you get for not letting me use the door. I'm not going to tell you what
Yeah.
we're drinking.
That's now I know. I've learned.
Yeah, and at least take turns or something. But it was funny. Like when I was talking to Kiwi earlier, there's one other beer she sent me that I'm like super hyped for, and I don't know if I want to drink it on a stream or on another podcast. So, but this wasn't one of them. But I'm glad she suggested it because it's very, very good. Not that I think she would lead me astray like new Tud would, but
Yeah, I kind of suck sometimes. It's fine. I'm here for the win.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know what to think. Okay, so how many check-ins are there?
So there's 744. Or no, sorry. I'm sorry. There was 956. Do you look at the total or the ratings? What do you give? I've never done this before.
Hold on.
I would
Sorry.
assume you.
I'm not going to look at mine. I'm going to look at what I have pulled up.
I would assume you give.
You go
the
to
rating
everyone, and then it says check-ins. I don't know if that's going to focus. Probably not. There it goes. Say everyone.
Oh, I don't know how to do that on the computer. Okay, let me do it on my phone.
I don't know. I don't know how to do it on the computer.
Oh, here, I can pull it up real quick. What was it called?
Double brunch.
Something? Double brunch?
I have it on my phone. I have my phone. I just didn't. I didn't.
Double brunch.
From Beltline.
Beltline, that's right. It's right here. Boom. Okay, cool. Yes, it has 744 check-ins, so you were right on the first try.
Crap.
Okay, you had it.
Well, on the computer, it goes like total 956, unique 811, monthly 12, you 0, which is a lie, and then it goes to the percentage, and then
Which
out
was
of 5.
what again?
0.25.
Point. Oh, okay. It's I was way over.
And then it says the ratings. So
I think sours are one of those things that are like, I don't know. Even though they're like big and fancy and special now, like everybody loves a sour. Like they're the new IPA, but they still don't rate very high. So I feel like people are just drinking them because they're trendy versus liking them. But still, less than 1,000 is not a ton. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say 4. I think it's gonna be about 4. 4.1. I'm gonna say 4.14. I normally don't say 4.14. That's what I'm gonna say.
So what do we do? How do you guys like? Do we get some swords out? Is that how we break a draw?
Oh no! What is it?
4.11.
No, I second guessed myself. I was gonna say 4.12, and I was like, no. Okay.
Oh man.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Damn it.
Because I knew Tud, man of the people, am not losing my point, I think. I don't know.
No, I think we each get a point.
That's fine. You're still behind me then.
Put it on the door.
That is true. I think that's how we've done it in the past. Since we were close, we each get a point. If we were far away, then neither one of us would get a point. Damn. I should have went with my gut, but hey, I'm happy. I'm happy about it. So I only get 10 points instead of just 1, instead of 20.
That's fair. That's really fair.
If you guys want to do a tiebreaker, do you want to try and guess what the pizza beer is from Martin House rated?
Kind of.
There
I kind of want to.
There's 2,239 check-ins.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, many of us are masochistic out here in Texas, I guess.
Can you give us another very descriptive experience of yours?
Okay, hang on. Let me see. Okay, so here we go. Someone just posted this review yesterday. More breadsticks and marinara than pizza, and I take no issue with that. Much better than I was expecting. Glad there isn't a cheesy flavor to it, honestly. Reminds me of a michelada, only without the heavy spices.
I don't trust this person.
The next person that commented said the most disgusting beer I've had. Period. I wonder.
That's more where I was in tune with.
Yeah,
that's Untappd for you.
I wrote.
Oh my god.
I wrote. I don't think mine's funny or anything, but I said if I was rating it on its ability to be what it says it is, it's a 5. But do I like it? Not even a little bit.
Oh, that's tough. Oh, that's tough.
Oh, that is tough.
We're gonna have to give our answer at the same time though, or else one of us is gonna price us right each other.
Oh, that's true. Well, you could price just right yourself the wrong way though.
True.
Like if it's lower.
True.
Or vice whatever. All right, so I have I have my guess.
I think I know what to do. I think I will. I'll throw it out. Those two very contrasting reviews is basically why Untappd throws me off every single time.
Yeah.
All right, I'll lock it in. We'll do should we do the clap? But you don't.
No. Does that work so well?
Do we do it on 3 or
on 3, on 2? Silence.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
2.87.
3.27.
Okay, so 3.27, and then what did you say? New Tud?
2.87.
0.87? 3.
No, 2.87.
2.87.
2.87. I was like, oh boy.
So I think you're closer because it's 2.59. So you're. Chris went way too high. It has an average of 2.59 with 2,200 check-ins. That's
pretty bad.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad beer. Again, they did what they set out to do. They asked if they could, not if they should. That's the problem with this beer.
They Jurassic Parked it, goddammit.
Exactly.
Patented.
Yeah, I think the only saving grace
you're
for
selling
me
it,
was that
selling it.
I had pizza that night before I drank the beer, so the burps were at least consistent.
They blended.
Otherwise, it would have been awful. It would have been
I
disgusting.
kind of wish you had that beer with a slice of pizza because I like pizza and beer. I kind of wish you had it because, like, I wonder if that changes things a little bit. Probably not, but
Well,
you know.
I mean, it
No,
just
because imagine washing down your pizza with pizza.
yeah.
Can I ask what the person who gave glorious reviews about this beer rated?
Oh,
like,
yes.
what was their rating?
Their
Like,
rating
I'm genuinely a little concerned for this person's mental health.
a 3.5 for them.
That's good to them.
That's good
I
to
mean,
them, I guess. It's mostly
I think they said better than they expected.
yeah, better than they expected. I don't see much. Okay, one person that said 4.25. Corey K. What are you
Corey,
doing,
what are you doing, buddy? That
Yeah,
was like his
not-
first beer.
We all need to friend Corey right now.
Yeah, we need to let him
Ask
in.
if he's okay.
We need to let him on a little secret. Oh man,
Corey
yeah.
definitely was like that friend that got brought to the brewery that doesn't go to breweries, and he's like, yeah, and he
Pizza
like,
beer.
yeah, and he probably just absolutely hated it, but like was feeling peer pressured because like he's the stupid idiot that ordered the pizza beer off the menu. So
Corey-
he's just trying to like, you know.
Corey is that kid that we all peer pressured into snorting pixie sticks in junior high, just in adult form. I like this beer.
Listen, listeners. It was the '90s. We were allowed to force people to snort pixie sticks. Okay, well, at least for me, it was. Oh man, but okay, all right. So that was interesting. That was interesting.
That's always my answer.
Oh,
Anytime
man.
someone's like, "Tell me the most weird, like the most unique beer you've ever had," and that's always my answer: pizza.
That's
beer.
that's a good one.
yeah.
New Tud, do you have a most unique beer you've ever had?
Most unique. I mean, it wouldn't be that interesting. Like it would probably be a like a pineapple jalapeno beer. It was nothing crazy. I have seen a chicken wing beer that I'm very interested in, but it's crazy that it's not from Buffalo. So I probably think it's trash because they probably throw like ranch in there too instead of blue cheese. And I'm just listeners, I swear I will come to your doorstep and we will have a very long discussion if I find out you have ranch with your chicken wings. I will be very upset. Don't.
Well, you mean specifically buffalo wings, right?
I mean wings.
Just in general.
You're disgracing everything if you're you're using ranch with your wings.
No, I just eat the wings because I
You
don't need any frou-frou sauces, but
Because
You're
you know,
missing
the
out.
frou-frou sauces come on it already.
You're missing out.
I see. I get it that the whole argument that like blue cheese over ranch for wings, but would you prefer blue cheese in your buffalo beer over ranch in your buffalo beer?
Yes, I don't care.
All
I'm
right.
true, authentic Buffalonian to heart, and I will take that with pride. I mean, you put lactose in your beer. What's the
Right.
difference?
That's true.
It's cheese. Nice, creamy, funky cheese in your beer. Like, what's wrong? I mean, you're having a buffalo wing beer, okay? Like, that's where you draw the line is the blue cheese.
Right. I guess that is
Yeah.
true, yeah.
That is true. Wash that bad boy down with a 7-Eleven hot dog afterwards.
Chris, what's yours? What's your weird
Oh
beer?
man, I was here trying to think of one, and I mean, outside of that, the cheladas, which were disgusting. Go back. Oh my god, 108 episodes ago. That's so many. That's too many episodes ago. Go back that many to listen to that. But I haven't really had anything like too crazy. I'm generally kind of like if it's something I don't like in a beer, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be disgusting. Then I try to stay away from it because I'm a big wuss when it comes to tasting things. But I mean, the cheladas were bad. I've had like oyster stouts, which are, I mean, I like oyster stouts, but they are kind of weird. They can be weird.
They're very briny.
I don't mind them.
Yeah.
Did you have the Great Lakes one?
No, actually, I had one local brewery up in Connecticut. Outer Light Brewing had one. The No Ink oyster stout, which was actually pretty solid. I mean, I think I had it. I mean, years ago now, but it was solid. I mean, I've had a few like cask beers that were really weird, like it was a stout with like orange peel, poblano pepper, and one other thing. It was delicious. It was so good. But yeah, other than that, I can't really think of anything like too off the wall. So maybe that's what I need to do. 2022. weird beers.
Yeah, sounds like I need to
All the
send
time.
you pizza beer.
Please don't.
Listen, if you send me pizza beer, I will drink it as a Face Your Beers. I will drink it as a Face Your Beers.
Okay, maybe.
If you send me pizza beer.
All right.
So
if I can get my hands on it still, I might just have to wreck the podcast one week.
Oh yeah.
Speaking
that'll be
of.
fun. Yes, we'll do that. Send it to all of us.
Yes.
Send it to all of us.
Except I'm not going to send you each a can. What I'm going to do is take one can. I'm going to pour a third out into mason jars. I'm going to preserve them.
There we
and
go.
Ship those to you guys like moonshine.
There you go. Just buy one can.
Yeah.
Moonshine pizza beer. Oh
Yep.
God.
Ugh, no.
Please no.
Is it my job as Tud and Obert to say, it's about that time to pull out the freezer, the frosty mug of wisdom, our 3-handled mug that we're going to be pouring wisdom into. And as typical, we have the amazing song from the pro podcaster over at Wreck My Podcast. They call him the Great Jordan, but I just call him Jordan. Take it away, Jordan. How many times can I say my name? Oh, I forgot to say, Jordan has graced us this week with an a cappella version of the Mug of Wisdom song.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Live recording.
Live recording.
Drink.
I just gotta say, it's funny, I sent you guys that song as a joke. I didn't think you'd actually be playing it this far from when I sent it to you. If I knew it was going to be
so long ago.
If I knew it was going to be legitimately on the podcast every week, I would have done a better version of it. Every time I hear myself shout "Mug of Wisdom," I'm like, I could have done so much better. I had to yell quietly when I made the song because I was in an office. So I was like, "Mug of Wisdom." I'm like, I should have just belted it out for you guys.
Oh man, yeah, no, it's a thing now, man.
Yeah,
I mean, clearly.
Test your handle. Test your handle. Test your handle. Test your handle.
Mug of Wisdom.
Drink.
Mug of Wisdom.
Finish acclamato. Chris. Tud. Obert. Popcorn and other animals.
Mug of Wisdom. Here we are on the other side with our 3-handled Mug of Wisdom. Who did we decide won that one? Did we decide who wins that since you guys tied?
I feel like there wasn't a consent from Chris about yes or no to the pizza. So I would personally be nice and say we could both get a point.
I think we both get a point.
Okay. Honk, honk, honk.
That was just a little fun.
Especially
Honk,
since I was
times
wrong.
two.
Obviously, if anyone else is listening and raging while they're camping and patting some ducks, just take it up with me, New Tud.
Yeah, see,
I
New
will-
Tud is way more gracious than Old Tud.
I will-
No, this is bullshit.
I would like to receive some honks or quacks,
Oh, right.
Honk,
I
honk,
wish.
honk.
Oh, I should have.
Honk, honk. Wait. Honk, honk, honk. This is the new Obert version, right? Honk, 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 honk.
Thank you.
That was my-
a little.
That was supposed to be my duck and my swan.
That was-
Swan.
Same thing. Yeah.
Well, listen, we don't do swans here. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Not since 5 years ago. All right.
It was
We don't
supposed
talk- we
to be a
don't-
swan
We don't talk about it.
because I got attacked by one.
Yeah, we don't talk about it. Poor
No,
Chris.
it's terrifying.
He still has night terrors. Okay, why would you bring that up?
Sorry, that's my
I was
bad.
3.
He was
That
3
was-
5 years
was-
ago.
That was I'm only 8. What? All right, so I think New Obert has to go first because you were wrong. You were the most wrong.
You were definitely most wrong. Yeah.
Okay, I was definitely most wrong by 0.04. I was most wrong.
It was a very close one this round.
It was.
It was close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 0.0304, right?
You were still farthest. So
Yes.
You were still the most wrong.
All right, so my handle this week is something. So, do you guys like Disney?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a big fan of going to like Disneyland, Disney World. I am a man-child, if you will. I find great comfort in being in a place that is the happiest place on earth. I actually think it's because I hated going there when I was a kid because I was scared of everything. So now as an adult, when I'm not scared of everything, I can let my inner child out while I'm there. Plus, Star Wars Land is cool and everything. But I found this super awesome thing. So I got married many years ago, which means now we go to Bath and Body Works all the time and get candles because that's the thing you do when you get married. You got candles everywhere. Well, I just found out there's a candle company called Magic Candle Shop. And they do candles in the sense of Disneyland themes. So the churro cart, the kettle corn. My wife just bought me one that's Mickey's Waffles. They do like the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. So it's just all these different themes from different areas and different smells that if you go to Disneyland all the time and you're a big Disney fan, it just bottles this up, puts it in wax, sends it to your house, and then you get to burn that wax and release the spirits of Disney all over your house. So Magic Candle Company is my handle. Go check that out and see. I don't know if you're a Disney fan. It's pretty cool. I like candles. I like the house to smell. We have one that smells like a mint chocolate chip milkshake, and it's kind of like a pizza beer, but in candle form.
Except it's good.
Except it's good.
Good.
But don't drink it.
I have some questions about Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I have a little concern there. Is it wet, moldy, and smelly, and smell like a dark cavern?
Yes, 100%. Actually, that one I don't know because that one I haven't even read the notes on that one yet of what it's supposed to smell like. I agree with you. I don't know why so many people find nostalgia in the smell of wet, stagnant, like just gross, swampy water.
Sweaty, hot, humid people around you.
That many people have
stuck on a boat.
Yeah.
Well, now that you say that, it sounds a little bit more appetizing.
Exactly. No, I don't get the Pirates of the Caribbean one, to be honest, but I get the like churro and the kettle corn
100%.
and all that. Yeah, those ones I'm all for. But yeah.
The food sounds great, but the ride I've only been to Disneyland once, which is why I was a little hesitant. So I went when I was 14, and I was a very angsty teenager. I don't know which one it was. Which one's in California?
Disneyland.
Okay, so I went to that. I made sure to make sure I had the worst time of my life because I was an angsty teenager and thought I was too old to be there. And that was my only time I went, and I vividly remember being stuck on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. It broke. And we were next to Captain Jack Sparrow, and the entire it was like 10 minutes of "How, how, how," and a bottle of rum, and like whatever he chants.
Yes.
The entire it just kept going, and it was so hot and stinky and wet, and I had that candle. I brought back some memories for me. And I feel like I need to order it for myself to just relive that moment.
Yeah.
Of my angsty childhood.
I'm like, now that you bring that up, I'm really, really curious. Because I want to tell you what the notes are going to be of that candle.
I'd love to hear.
Because, there is something nostalgic about that ride for people that go there all the time. And I definitely want to know, though, Magic Candle Company, I definitely want to know what they're thinking here on, because they have one for the Haunted Mansion as well. And that one is, a little bit, it's not necessarily what the Haunted Mansion smells like, but things inspired by. So I'm thinking maybe that the Pirates of the Caribbean is things inspired by it.
Rum.
Yeah, exactly. So it's called Pirate Life is what the candle is called. And it says that its scents are capture the spirit and excitement of a high seas adventure with our best-selling fragrance, featuring notes of damp ocean air, fresh rain, and salty sea breezes. So that's still very ambiguous.
Best selling.
And best selling, yeah.
Best selling, yeah. So people love their salty air, I guess. you know,
I can see the waffles being best selling. Like those sound amazing. I need to try this candle out now. I have to.
Well, you can get 15% off if you use Offhand Disney as a promo code. It's not necessarily my promo code, but you can get 15% off using that promo code. So if you want
it could be.
There you go. But yeah, that's mine. Here's my 1/3 filled mug. I'm gonna pass it off to Kiwi now. We're gonna go in order of how we drink beer.
I thought I was getting picked on because I was picking apart the Pirates Life candle.
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you just crap all over my childhood?
The other candle smelled great. I just the pirate one. I had an experience.
Yep.
Well, my handle. I usually like to bring DIY things here, but I won't lie. I have seen just straight poop on DIY, and I wasn't gonna bring that to you guys. So my handle is something you can get on Amazon, at Lowe's, at Home Depot. It's still summertime. Do you hate when your garden has weeds in it?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
They're illegal in Texas.
Oh, really?
Weeds.
Well, that's what the little is for.
Oh.
Okay.
The other one.
Like dandelion weeds, those horrible prickly things. Well, I have had the most infested garden bed, and I've been doing my best to fix it, and everything I pull up, it just comes back in triples, and I can't stand it, and it hurts my back. And I came across this 4-prong weed puller, and what you do is it's got these 4 little needle things, and it kind of looks like a pogo stick. You put the needle things in the ground. It has a little foot thing that you have to put onto, and you can pull, you push it kind of and pull, and you can pull the weeds up perfectly. And when you're trying to get them and their roots just go on forever, you can see the roots come up with it. It is amazing. And I was like, this thing is amazing. This thing is great. I haven't used it yet. I've watched videos, and it's been out of stock, and I'm upset, but it just came back in stock, and I ordered one, and I'm very excited. And I've seen videos, and I feel like you can't fake those videos. I hope you can't fake those. That's a lot of effort to fake. That is a lot of effort. And it just looks great. It just looks like the worst thing about garden pulling is getting on your knees as an adult, and it hurts your back. It's hours of that crap, and it just looks fun to use your foot and not have to bend down and pull that crap up. So that was my frosty handle of 2/3 of a mug. Was a 4. All you have to type in, I don't really know what brand's the best, because I haven't used one, so go just do some research, but type in 4-prong weed puller. They're great. They look amazing. I haven't even used it, and I'm recommending it because I will use it. I've already spent my money on it, so
yeah,
lock it in.
If you need to know how to find it, just Google "hoe no more knees," and this tool will pop up.
Exactly.
Sorry.
This old hoe just done being on her knees.
Oh man.
And on that note, I'm gonna pass this along to Chris.
All right. So it's actually funny that New Obert brought up Disney, because my handle this week is a Disney movie, a newer one that not just got released, but it's been out for a little bit. But it's been in the chamber, Mr. Handle 2021, striking again. But there's a new movie on Disney Plus called Luca. Have either of you watched this yet?
Yes.
I haven't yet. No.
You haven't?
No.
Okay, so we just watched it today. Well, we watched it before, but my son wanted to watch it today, so that's exactly what we do. And I will say, there are times where he wants to watch Mickey Mouse Club, and there are times he wants to watch Bluey. Bluey's new. I don't know where he came from.
Oh, Bluey's amazing. What do you mean?
Where did they come from?
Australia.
Well, I know that, but still, I don't know why all of a sudden he's like, Bluey. I'm like, where did Bluey come? I've never seen Bluey before today, and now I've watched 26 episodes. How does this happen? Anyways, but there are every once in a while where he wants to watch an actual Disney movie, and I'm like, okay, let's go. Snuggle up, kid. And Luca is a newer one, but I will say it's very, very good. I'm a big fan. Without going too far into it, it's about these sea monsters, or mer people, sea monsters, that when they go into, or when they go above water, they transform into like a human form. So it's these two younger sea monsters that explore in Italy, and it's really, really, really. I mean, it's really cute. There's definitely some funny parts. So I highly recommend it. I mean, I am the resident child of the podcast normally, where anything Disney or Pokemon related I put over, and this is not a difference, not a different thing, because very good movie, solid. Like I said, watched it again tonight, very good. And I've never been to a Disney park.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yep, I'm gonna have to go one of these days.
Yeah,
See what
it's a
hubbub's about.
It's a fun time when you're not a 14-year-old angsty kid.
Yeah. I still feel bad about that. My parents spent so much money on me to go with them. But I did love the churros.
Yeah, right? The churros are the best. Yeah, so good.
Well, there's a candle for you.
Yeah. Maybe take CJ when he's not a teenager. You'll probably have a better time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to wait. Lucas turns 1 this week. It's like this whole thing, so we'll have to wait a little bit. But yeah, I mean, we'll go eventually, I'm sure. And it's going to be 1,000 degrees because we're going to go to Florida, I assume. I don't know, whatever. I want to go to Star Wars Land.
Yeah, you do.
Galaxy's Edge.
I gotta tell you,
that's where I want to go.
Oh man, when my wife and I went for our anniversary in 2020, which was February, so it was like literally weeks before COVID hit and everything shut down. So we got there like just in the nick of time to go to Star Wars Land, and I'm so happy I did, because boy, when you're in the shadow of the Millennium Falcon, it's just a whole different feel.
Oh man, yeah, I want to go so bad.
Yeah, it's cool.
But
I have a question about this Luca though. Is it one of the movies that's like actually on Disney Plus, or is it one of the like premiere access ones?
Oh
it's
yeah,
Premier
no,
Access. It's new. It's really new.
Okay,
This is actually not like Chris to say something that's new.
So you have to
no, it's not Premier Access.
I think I had to buy a movie ticket to watch it, or I paid like 30 something bucks for it.
Oh no, God no, it's
already
free now.
Oh my God, why did I do that?
I have no idea.
I didn't realize the turnover was so quick.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's not. I don't know. I mean, I've never paid for it.
Are you sure?
But yeah, so no, you do not have to have a ticket to watch it anymore. All the suckers bought one already, so Disney got their money.
That was so quick. That was like a month ago.
$30.
They got their $30. I listen. I'm not quite like Obert. I spend a lot more money than he does, but if I can get it for free in a little bit, I'm gonna get it for free in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I would have waited a month. I'm not that much of a Disney fan. I just was like, oh, this looks cute. It was super new though.
It
right?
was cute.
It's been like a month of it being out, right?
I honestly have no idea. I feel like it's been longer than that, but maybe not. I have no idea. Because there's also Raya the Last Dragon. I haven't seen that one either.
That one was good. You should.
I haven't seen that.
I have to
one
watch
yet
it now. Damn it. Gosh.
Yeah, I'm bad at keeping up with all the the younger kids Disney films. I'm like really bad at keeping up with the new ones. I literally just the other day watched Tangled for the first time, which I thoroughly enjoyed, but like it just takes me forever to watch like the more kid-centric Disney movies for some reason. Could be because I don't have kids. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely helps when you have a little one that says that they want to watch it. Then you pretend like, I'm watching this for the kid, and you're not. But
yeah, you got a good reason. Luca also came out June 18th, so this is like pretty new, Chris.
Is it June? Really?
June 18th.
Huh. Okay. Pat's on back for me.
Honestly, like congrats.
I mean, it's no Chappie.
Good job,
but...
me. Yeah, I know. I could have put over Chappie again. Chappie fan cast. Oh goodness. All right. I don't know. Tud, do you feel up for doing the outro, or do you want me to do it?
The Patreon, social media, Twitter, Instagram, 5 stars, Apple, Spotify.
Hashtag follow the email.
Send the emails. Write in.
Be sure
reviews
to
like this level.
Be sure to send
like
your
and
breakfast
subscribe.
emails to Wreck My Podcast and annoy them because they suck over there.
Oh,
yes.
man.
Also that.
Have you gotten? I don't think so. Have you?
I haven't gotten any. I was really hoping for some, but I haven't gotten any. No.
I was really hoping you had at least one, but no, I didn't think so. That surprisingly, no one. We've gotten one. We've gotten one, and it was from Blevin.
Of course.
It was a hate email. Yeah. But I would also like to thank the breweries for the beers that we had today. I would like to thank KiWi and Beltline Brewery, I'm sorry, for their double brunch sour ale.
I would love to thank Grimm and Kiwi as well for their Purple Prose.
And I'm going to thank 903 Brewers for their French Toast Stout. Keeping it Texas.
And I mean, you basically heard everything already, but make sure you're following that email, #follow the email, at dawfpodcast@gmail.com. We do have a Patreon, and even though it's been a little dry the last few weeks with travel, etc., we will get back to recording the pregame next week, I hope. So check that out for $1 a month. I'm not going to break it down into weeks. You can do the math. Thanks to my two new co-hosts, New Obert, New Tud. So, New Tud, I'm just going to... you put over whatever you want to put over in whatever sense. I don't even care what it is. Like, just put it over, whatever you want to put over.
My alter ego, KiwiKadota, is a pretty cool Twitch streamer. Streams Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. EST on Twitch. You can find her on Instagram and on Twitter and on Twitch TV at KiwiKadota, KiWikadota. Don't ask about the name. It's just a name. I don't know.
It's just a name.
It's just a name. It's her real name spelled backward. Everyone always asks about the Kadota. It's Dakota, just jarbled. It's not even backwards. It's just jarbled.
I was going to say, yeah, all right.
It's Dakota, but just jarbled. Because, my name wasn't unique enough. Her name wasn't unique enough as Dakota. She needed to make it worse and more unique, so...
Clearly, she's my favorite Dakota. But anyways...
Appreciate it. She appreciates that.
Well, thank you. I mean, thank her.
This gets so confusing.
I know. Listen, the multiverse is like...
What is my name?
Who am I?
But New Obert, I'll let you put over whatever you want to randomly put over.
Yeah, so go ahead and check out competitive horse trotting, because that's a thing. And while you're doing that, also go check out Wreck My Podcast. They're very similar. No, check out Wreck My Podcast. It's a podcast where we talk about nostalgia for the most part. We cover movies, TV shows, video games, everything from the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, sometimes some new stuff. Like we just covered Space Jam, A New Legacy is coming out. Will have come out this week when this is released. So go check out that podcast where we talk about things and pretend we're funny and people listen and continue stroking our egos, and it just is a vicious cycle.
Yes, definitely do. And now that I'm on a day shift, there will most likely be some more crossover DAWF and Wreck My Podcast episodes.
You guys still got to get on for a Mortal Kombat episode. We kind of put that on the back burner like 2 months ago.
No, I know. And now that I'm on normal people hours, I can do it.
Yeah.
So
perfect. 90s Mortal Kombat. Just what you wanted.
Welcome to
Hell
society.
Yeah, let's go. And, since everybody else went, I'm going to go. Make sure you check out Beard Gamer, also on Twitch. I only stream Sundays and Tuesdays, so I'm a hot commodity. You better get in there. Twitch.tv/BeardGamer and everywhere else. See, the other co-hosts don't like it when I do that, but that's okay.
That's all right. We're new and improved co-hosts here.
You guys are you've evolved.
Mm-hmm.
We went on a camping trip to get some enlightenment, and we have. And it was that the Titanic door could fit both Jack and Rose, like it will fit New Obert and New Tud.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I still think you got to pay 10 points to get on there, but
that's deep.
Doesn't matter. I will still fit.
Yep. Yes, the new co-hosts have evolved. We are not quite Charizards, but we are Charmeleons. So we're on our way.
You're the angsty teens.
Yes.
Angsty teenagers over here.
Full circle.
Full circle. Someone get some rum and jars of dirt, and we're good to go.
There we go. And with that, I'd like to thank you all for listening. My name's Chris. I did that bad.
I'm Kiwi/New Tud.
I'm Jobert. And remember, if you're drinking alone, do it with friends.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, that was fun.
Oh yeah.
I got a question for you real quick. I didn't want to bring it up because I figured you'll probably use it for a handle down the line. But have you checked out Pokemon yet?
I haven't. But my entire Discord is.
Did you guys have the Switch?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought so. Yeah, I actually haven't checked it out either yet, but I was just wondering, I was trying to find someone who's done it, so I could be like, should I get on it right now, or should I just, like, wait a few days?
I mean, I signed on to secure my username, and I didn't even take my username. I took my nickname username, which was KiwiKadota, because I was like, cool, this is available. So I was like, you know what? If someone wants to take KiwiKadota and impersonate me, like,
That's it,
bless
I'm
your
doing
heart.
it. Oh,
Bless your heart.
Yep.
Thanks
Chris, you're
for
gonna
the
fight
free
for it.
advertising. Thanks for the free advertising.
Yeah, right. Well, it's funny. So on the Pokemon, and I'm curious. I'll have to see what it says on Pokemon Unite. But the Pokemon TCG Online, I tried typing in Beardad Gamer, and it wouldn't let me. It said
someone took
it said
it.
it said I was against TOS or whatever.
Beer.
Like
Oh, because of beer.
because of beer.
Yeah.
No, being
I
a
was like,
father. It's being
I'm
a
like-
father.
How dare you? You're too old. Get off this. What are you doing
Why
playing
are you-
Pokemon cards?
Go let your kids play.
Sir,
this.
do you realize this is 7-year-olds you're playing against?
Take care of your children. Stop throwing away your life.
Oh, that's so funny.
So I'm curious if Pokemon Unite will be the same.
Oh, that's awesome. I also, speaking of Pokemon trading cards, I haven't forgotten to send you the cards, Chris. I will eventually. They're sitting like right there. But I keep forgetting.
Trust me, I know what it's like to send stuff out in the mail. It's terrible. It's
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah, so it'll get
Oh,
to you.
That's fair. Throw a pizza beer in with it.
There you go. Yeah.
That would be-
those comments are hilarious.
Oh,
just the perfect
Every
chef's kiss.
Yeah, every single comment is either just like, this is the worst thing I've ever tasted, or this tastes like what it should, but it shouldn't taste like this. So, so like, no one has too many good things to say for it.
So funny. Such a good follow up after that.
I know, right?